Hello everyone, my name is Jessie. I'm a pediatric nurse practitioner. Today I want to talk to you about how to add baby food. There is more than one way to introduce baby food, and the method I will talk to you about is mainly influenced by the new and updated guidelines from American Academy of Pediatrics and the years of my clinical experiences. Adding baby food is a highly individualized experience. You may follow the method and have your expectations, but your babies won't necessarily do exactly what you expect. That's why they are so special though, right? In general, baby food is introduced at 4 to 6 months for formula-fed babies and 6 months for exclusively breastfed babies. Breast milk is so good that you should keep your baby on it solely for just a little longer to have the most benefits before adding baby food. So how to tell if your baby is ready for baby food? When he has a really good head and neck control, sitting in a high chair, double in their birth weight, and have a fading tongue thrust reflex, which is the motion to keep pushing food out of the mouth, your baby is ready. All of these things usually happens between 4 to 6 months. Eating is a skill, right? So what's our goal? The goal is, by 12 months, your baby should have tried mostly every food in your diet, with the exceptions of raw honey and small or large chunks of hard food, which could potentially be a choking hazard. By that time, they should be eating table food, which is pretty much the texture of how we would normally eat them. At that time, we don't call it baby food anymore because they're just food, no longer supplemental, but the main source of nutrition. Milk will become supplemental, and you can transition your baby to whole milk to about 2 to 3 cups a day. Baby will be eating 3 to 4 meals a day with 2 to 3 snacks in between, just like how we would. Now, you're ready to introduce food to your baby. Start with a single ingredient grain or pureed vegetables. Introduce one new food at a time, one food every 3 to 5 days, and watch for any signs of allergic reaction. Talk to your doctors with any concerns. Think about building a food bank for your little one. Every food that the baby can tolerate after 3 to 5 days can go into this bank. And the food in the bank can be used as a single ingredient or a mixture with other food at any time. Just make sure there's only one new food in the mix. By the time your baby is 12 months, his food bank should be filled with a great variety of food to provide the baby with various nutritions in the future. I normally recommend parents to start with various vegetables rather than jumping into fruits immediately because you want to give your baby a chance to experience the blander, natural flavors of the food. You know, breast milk or formula doesn't taste that good, right? But babies love it anyways because they're used to it. They don't have much expectation for all the flavor profiles yet, and before they do, you want them to experience everything so they can get used to it. With that being said, it sometimes could take up to 10 to 15 times of exposure for the baby to get used to a flavor, and it's okay. Don't rush into a new food immediately when your baby refuses the current food for the first several times. Be patient. Trust me, they will get there. After accepting several natural flavor profiles on the blender side, go ahead and proceed to meat, fruits, and nuts with varying textures, flavors, and colors. Newer research data suggested that early introduction of all food may actually prevent individual food allergy. So go ahead, make this exploratory phase of their life creative and fun. During this process, you get to control 3 things: when to eat, what to eat, and how much you want to prepare for your baby. However, your baby will get to control how much he or she wants to eat. Understanding and responding to your baby's behavior appropriately is very important. When they keep leaning back or turning their head away or shutting their lips, they're likely telling you that they're done with this feeding. Listen to them, don't force feed them, and don't try to give them formula or breast milk to compensate this feeding. Let's call it a meal and move on to something else. Remember, at this phase, your baby decides how much he or she wants to eat. Breast milk and formula remains the main source of nutrition from 6 to 12 months, providing us the freedom to truly explore the process without worrying about the baby not getting enough nutrition. So when should you feed your baby? I recommend feeding the baby at a time he's neither too full nor too hungry. A couple hours after breast or formula feeding is a good place to start. Also, don't forget, they love to imitate at this age. Let him sit in his high chair by the dining table when you're eating, and feed him during or after the meal is a great way to promote curiosity and stimulate their urge to eat. How do we proceed with textures of the food then? The new and updated guidelines by American Academy of Pediatrics recommend offering baby in varying textures, like pureed, mashed, blended, finely chopped, or soft lumps. This will help your baby successfully go through the changes from gumming to chewing food. Slowly introducing solid textures as tolerated during this time may decrease the risk of feeding problems such as refusing to chew and spit, or vomiting. Try to avoid mixed textures at this time, like vegetables in broth, because this is the most difficult for infant to eat. Remember, this is an exploratory, learning, and transitioning period for your baby. Proceed and move forward. Our goal is for them to eat table food successfully. Last but not least, this is truly a once-in-a-lifetime experience for you and your baby. Your baby is truly unique. So some of the things I talked about may not fit. He or she may not behave exactly the way that you expect, and that's okay. Learning to eat is a highly individualized experience. So be patient, be creative, and most importantly, be safe. Have fun and enjoy this memory of a lifetime. Okay guys, that's a wrap. This is the first video in our How to Add Baby Food series, which I plan to update weekly or bi-weekly to cover most common topics, finishing in about a month or two. If you have any questions, please comment down below and I might answer some of your questions in my future videos. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share this information with the people in need. Happy feeding!